Hey guys, welcome back to another pickups video, this time for the month of October of 2015. A pretty busy month in terms of pickups for me, so I do have a lot of stuff to share with you guys. And let's start with the new releases as always, and I did get 3 new releases that I was very much interested during this month. So let's just get started with the first one that came out early in October. And I'm talking about Chibi-Robo Zip Lash for the Nintendo 3DS, obviously. And I picked up the amiibo version of the game that comes with the little Chibi-Robo amiibo, as you guys can see here. This is easily my favorite amiibo released so far, just because of the level of detail, and it's just a very cool looking one. As you can see here, the base has this grass-like texture, and then the body of the amiibo or of Chibi-Robo is very smooth, given like a metal impression, obviously. And then of course you have the plug on top of his head. So pretty cool looking amiibo. As far as the game, it's a side-scrolling platformer, which is a little bit of an odd decision considering previous Chibi-Robo games were not platforming games. But I was all over it because I'm a huge fan of platformers, so I was excited for this game. And I do have to say that I have mixed feelings about this game. It's an enjoyable platformer, but it does have some questionable design decisions that really slow down the gameplay and the pace of the game. And I will be going over into more detail once I do my impressions video on this game. I'm still in the process of beating the game, but it's an enjoyable platforming game. But I do have some gripes with it that I will go over in detail later on. So that's Chibi-Robo Zip Lash for the Nintendo 3DS. And speaking of games that come bundled with amiibos, I picked up Yoshi's Woolly World, which came with this little guy right here, the green yarn Yoshi. Very, very cute, very adorable, very high quality with the yarn texture in it. And as far as the game, this game is fantastic. If you guys enjoy platformers, no questions asked, just buy this game. It's super fun, and in my opinion, this is easily the best Yoshi game to come out after Yoshi's Island for the Super Nintendo. The level design is very, very good, very enjoyable, and very fresh. Like, each level has its own theme, and the fact that the game looks fantastic with the yarn and artsy type of look. Of course, Good Feel developed this game. They're famous for doing Kirby's Epic Yarn, which is another game that I enjoyed a lot. But trust me, this game is much better than Epic Yarn in terms of level design and just overall enjoyment. And I've been having a blast with this game. I'm up to world number 3 right now. So expect to see an impressions video when I beat this, because I'm having a lot of fun with this game. And of course, when I went to pick the game up, I could not contain myself. I did buy a gift here for the lady, which is the pink yarn amiibo Yoshi. And I went to Best Buy to get this, and they had a bunch of them. They had like 8 or 9 of the pink Yoshi's amiibos, and they had one blue one left. And I was like, I'm not going to buy the blue one, but I ended up doing it. They only had one left, and it was almost like a moral obligation. I bought the pink one, I had the green one, and the blue one was the last remaining one. So, like I said, I felt like a moral obligation. So I did fell for it, and Nintendo got my money. But they're pretty cute looking. They have different colors, obviously, but they have basically the same functionality when it comes to amiibos. So this is not mine, obviously, but this is mine. But I think I'll keep this one in the box since I already have the green one out of the box. But they're pretty cool looking amiibos, in my opinion. And I had to pull the trigger, like I said. I fell for it. And the very last new release that I got during this month is, of course, you guys know me, I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan. And I had to get The Legend of Zelda Tri-Sport Heroes for the Nintendo 3DS. I just got this game, I haven't even started it yet. So hopefully I will find some people to play with, because I've been reading on the reviews of the game that this is a little bit of a must-have, co-op partners type of game, because it's I guess it's a little bit tedious to play with just by yourself. You can control the other 2 characters on the screen, but supposedly in that regard, the 4 Swords games that were released previously were a little bit better to play solo. But This one you're supposed to be playing with some other people online. So I'm excited to try this out. I know I set my expectations very low because this is not a proper Legend of Zelda game, but I'm excited to see what kind of level or dungeon design they have for this game, and I'm excited to play this with friends. So let me guys know. Whoops. Let me guys know if you get Zelda Triforce Heroes, and we can maybe have at it. And that's the end of the new releases. If you're a Nintendo fan, it was like a heaven, being in heaven because of all the games that I showed you guys, plus Fatal Frame for the Wii U, which I did not purchase because it's a digital only game, and that's not the only reason. I was disappointed that Nintendo of America decided not to bring the physical version of the game. I'm still holding out for some hope that they will do it, but very unlikely. So I did not pick up Fatal Frame, the latest one, but I will pick it up. It's just I will wait for some kind of sale, and as a sign of protest, I guess I'm gonna skip getting the game on day one. And it would have been perfect because this is October, Halloween month, and Fatal Frame games are the perfect type of game, literally to play during Halloween month. But very disappointed on how Nintendo of America handled the distribution of that game, because I think both Europe and Japan had not only physical releases, but they also had like limited editions and things like that. So very, very disappointed at the lack of a physical release for Fatal Frame here in North America. So I did not pick that game up, but overall a great month for Nintendo owners. Both 3DS and Wii U had some pretty interesting games. And let's focus on PlayStation products now. As I mentioned on my previous video, Targets all around the US, they basically have been clearing their Vita sections. So I was able to go to a bunch of different Targets around my area. I have a bunch of them, and luckily for me, they had a pretty good selection. Like I went, for example, to one Target, I got one game there, and then I went to the next one, and they had different games. So without further ado, let me just show you the Vita games that I got during this Target sale. The first of which I was actually pretty excited to pick up, and that is Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. This is a PlayStation Vita exclusive game that came out somewhat early on the system life cycle, and unfortunately it did not do a whole lot as far as pushing units for sale. But I'm excited to play this. It's a little bit of a out of the common Assassin's Creed game, in the sense that you actually control a female protagonist, so that should be interesting just to see how the game unfolds and how the Vita actually displays its game, because the Assassin's Creed games, for the most part, they're pretty nice looking games, so I'm excited to see how the Vita handles this portable version of an Assassin's Creed game. So Assassin's Creed Liberation, pretty happy to get it for dirt cheap. And next up, Dead or Alive 5, which is, as we all know, a renowned fighting game with some pretty nice looking female characters in there. Again, it was really cheap. This game is supposed to be somewhat good on the Vita. The online playing is not very good, supposedly, but again, I got it for pretty cheap, so I'm excited to add it to my collection. Next up, a game that this is triple dipping, guys, which is something that I've never done. If you exclude digital purchases on the Virtual Console or PSN, but this is the third copy of Rayman Legends that I have. I have this game for the Wii U, I have it for the PS4, and now I have it for the PlayStation Vita. So triple dipping, and the reason obviously being that this is a fantastic game. If you guys like platforming games, look no further than Rayman Legends or Rayman Origins, but Legends is the most complete one. You can replay older levels, and I do have an impressions video on Rayman Legends for the PS4 coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. But fantastic game, and again, dirt cheap, so why not pick it up for the third time. Then the next two games this one I'm not really familiar with is Dungeon Hunter Alliance. It was published by Ubisoft. It's supposed to be some kind of dungeon crawler, I think, similar to Diablo. I've heard actually some pretty negative things about this game, especially if you try to play it online with other people. I figure nobody plays this game online anymore, so hopefully there's some kind of solo or AI companions that you can use. But it was like $3 or $4, so I figured might as well add it to my Vita collection and give it a shot, see what it's all about. So this is based on a mobile game, I think. So I think you can play this if you don't have a Vita. You can try it on a different platform, like your phone or something. But happy to have the physical Vita version, and hopefully it's a decent game. And last but not least, just to get into the Star Wars mood here, we have Angry Birds Star Wars. Of course, the hype is through the roof for the upcoming movie, and I decided to pick this up. I'm not really sure what this is. Well, I know what it is. It's an Angry Birds game, which I played them before on a mobile device, but this will be my first time playing actually in a dedicated handheld. And of course, I'm assuming the Vita version uses the touchscreen, which is essentially the same as a phone. But I decided to get it for the Star Wars theme. I like Star Wars, and with the upcoming movie, why not get in the mood? And especially the game was, again, dirt cheap, so why not add it to my Vita collection? So that's the end of my Vita pickups, and I will show you guys one lone PlayStation 3 game that maybe I showed this on my last pickup video. I'm not really sure, but here we go again. The Walking Dead Season 2. I beat the first Walking Dead, or Season 1, along with the 400 Days DLC content. And I really enjoyed that game, and I'm currently playing The Walking Dead Season 2. Hopefully by the time you guys watch this video, I will have an impressions on this, because I'm trying to get this out before October is out, having an impressions video on a horror themed type of game. So maybe not, but yeah, I've enjoyed the Season 1 a lot, which is why I decided to get Season 2, and pretty fun games that have unfortunately a lot of technical issues as far as frame rate and stuttering and all that, but pretty happy to have it in my collection. And now that's the end of the games, and let's look at some other stuff, gaming related obviously. And I did post a video showing this in detail, but I did get the latest and greatest Nintendo Force issue. This is a Satoru Iwata tribute, so if you guys are interested in the contents of this, make sure to check out my older videos. I do have an in-depth look at this particular issue because it's a special one that was done in memory of Mr. Satoru Iwata, that unfortunately he passed away a couple months ago. So pretty cool for the people of Nintendo Force to pay him a tribute. So make sure you check out my other video if you want to check out the contents of this magazine in detail. And last but not least, we have to close down the video with the amiibos, obviously. I was super happy because finally Nintendo is doing restocks of amiibos, and I've been saying this, guys, ever since my first pickup video of amiibos. Patience is the key right here, and I've been saying this since the very first video, that if I don't get an amiibo, that's fine. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna, go to eBay and pay triple the amount. Patience is the key, and it's paying off so far. Best Buy had a restock, or a very healthy restock of quote-unquote rare amiibos that scalpers took advantage, and they were selling it for $40, $60 on eBay. But I was able to get 3 amiibos that I was missing in my collection. So let's start with the first one. Charizard from the Pokemon series. This is a Wave 5 amiibo that I missed, and again, I was like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna restock Charizard at some point. He's a very popular character. He's part of the Pokemon series, so it only made sense for Nintendo to restock this particular amiibo, and sure enough, earlier in the month, they had plenty of Charizards at my local Best Buy, so pretty happy to have this guy in my collection now. Next up, we have another Pokemon, which is Greninja. This was a Toys R Us exclusive that I was not able to get when it was released, and I'm pretty happy. Again, it ended up working out perfectly for me because Toys R Us I don't have any types of discounts, but Best Buy, I do have Gamer Clubs unlocked, which is 20% off. So I was able to get Greninja for $10 as opposed to $12.99 in other places. So pretty happy to have Greninja. And last but not least, a exclusive amiibo that I missed that I really wanted to have in my collection because I just love the Kid Icarus characters. And of course, we're talking about Dark Pit from the Kid Icarus series. And this was a Best Buy exclusive, and luckily they were able to restock them, and I was able to get my Dark Pit amiibo. With that being said, I believe I'm only missing 3 amiibos from the Smash Brothers series: Lucina, Robin, and Ness. And again, I'm not gonna freak out. If I don't get them, if they never get restocked, that's fine. If they do, I'll buy them. So here's hoping that they do a restock. I'd like to think that Nintendo will do a restock, considering there's a Fire Emblem game coming out for the Wii U, the Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem game. So I would assume that they're going to have some kind of amiibo functionality with the game. So I'm crossing my fingers to get Lucina and Robin that way. And of course, Ness, he was a GameStop exclusive, and again, I'm assuming he will have some kind of restock like this guy did. So yeah, those are the 3 that I'm missing. And of course, there's I think Falco Lombardi from Star Fox. I already pre-ordered him, thankfully, through Best Buy. No issues. He comes out maybe next month or in December, sometime in December, I think. So the amiibo craze is definitely slowing down, and that's completely fine by me. I do not care about the rarity of these items because I open them and I have them. I'm displaying them there on my shelf. So happy that Nintendo finally somehow figured out how to restock this little toys right here. But yeah, that's it for, let's see, yeah, that's it. October 2015 pickups. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later.